Grayscale Investments, a leading cryptocurrency asset management firm, has made headlines by transferring a significant amount of Bitcoin to Coinbase, totaling 93,700 Bitcoin worth $4 billion. This substantial movement occurred during a time of market stabilization and has had a ripple effect on the altcoin market, particularly impacting Solana. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. Just in, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF becomes first to break $2 billion in assets and now holds more than 52,000 Bitcoin. Imagine the flood of money when Bitcoin breaks $50,000. Next up, Grayscale turned on Bitcoin dump debt again, and here we could see the 26 minutes ago Bitcoin's trust fund by Grayscale selling more coins. 139 Bitcoin, 895, 876, 893, 900, 900, 329 Bitcoins. As I told you yesterday, no direction until the 45k range is broken for Bitcoin one way or the other. Next up is Grayscale transferred 8,600 Bitcoin worth $360 million to Coinbase instead of the average $500 million in the first 10 days. So they are starting to hold even more, selling smaller amounts. Bitcoin never broke out into the parabolic bull market stage on its first try, as always the second or third try. Bull markets are full of V-shaped recoveries, as after a sharp decline, the bulls stormed back, reclaiming the 42,000 mark, and V-shaped rebounds often trigger sell-off in high-demand zones with the limit orders strategically placed, and the 42,000 holds next level soon. And here we could see sell-off into the high demand zone as we're looking into the V-shaped recovery, which will bring us to the same results we had in 2016, as we are having the same one in 2024, as will bring us to the new price explosion, as this investor suggests. Good morning. In my opinion, Bitcoin should be used to accelerate your wealth, not be the reason, as it is saving technology, create value, save it. Bitcoin has let it accelerate the value you earn. Too many people have quit creating value in the hopes of Bitcoin riches, and no more matter the circumstances or stage of life, the world still needs what God put you on this earth for. Next up, Bitcoin tax game theory. No country will be able to force a Bitcoin tax on their citizens in the future. They will have a massive disadvantage, as Bitcoin is easily transferred and not confiscatable, almost impossible to tax. And you can see at the highest and lowest tax rates, which are not all of them true, by the way, because Germany has a huge tax, we already know, and Switzerland has the same one, as probably this is just a small percentage of people who can pay zero taxes, which is probably like that. So I don't actually see those right here. But talking about other countries, I agree with those. Most of them have 0% on the average, as that's what we have. Next up is what do we have here? Next price target. Short term, I believe we will head to 37,600 and retest those lower levels of support, but overall I'm still very bullish and still think we'll see the new all-time highs by the year end. On the long run, yeah, we are going to break it. On the short term, I feel like we're going to go down for some time, like 2-3 months. Just in, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has become the first to break $2 billion in assets and now holds more than 52,000 Bitcoin. Next up is, Vanguard says that Bitcoin is a mature asset class. It's great, you can offer it to your customers when it matures at $1 million per Bitcoin. Grayscale's major Bitcoin transfer and its impact on cryptocurrency market. As Grayscale Investments, a leading cryptocurrency asset management firm, has made headlines by transferring a significant amount of Bitcoin to Coinbase, totaling more than 100,000 Bitcoin worth more than $4 billion. This substantial movement occurred during the time of market stabilization and has had a ripple effect on the altcoin market, particularly impacting Solana. Despite the market's reaction to Grayscale's transfer, some cryptocurrencies like meme moguls and others have a 90% return investment for early investors because they are mainly new and they were overhyped, and now when people will invest them at such a high price, they will lose all their money. So don't invest in the meme coins for sure. So Market reactions to Grayscale's Bitcoin transfer. Blockchain analytic firm Chain reported on the volume of Bitcoin transfer to Coinbase following the SEC's approval of Grayscale spot Bitcoin application and 10 other exchange-traded funds issuers. Since the ETF's approval, Grayscale has moved 100,000 Bitcoin, maintaining significant holdings of 520 Bitcoin valued at $21 billion. So Solana's price has been notably affected by Grayscale's actions, as experiencing a 12.2% decrease over the past week and a 22% drop over the past 30 days, while the Solana price prediction remains bullish with expectations of more than $160, but feels like it's not going to happen in the near future, as probably it will happen on the long-term one. Spot Bitcoin ETF weekly outflows hit 500 million globally. As here we go. Thus far, the nascent ecosystem has seen significant fluctuations in the net flows, and in just concluded week, the digital asset investment products of asset managers like BlackRock, Bitwise, Fidelity Investments, Grayscale, ProShares, and ARK21 shares saw a net outflows that summed up the 500 million globally. And Grayscale Bitcoin ETF dominates outflows, as Grayscale is still leading the outflows with its higher fee converted spot Bitcoin ETF. As of January 22nd, blockchain analytic platform Chain reported that Grayscale holds 566,000 Bitcoin valued at $23 billion, as BlackRock and Fidelity holds 33,000 Bitcoins with $1.3 billion and $1 billion respectively. And Bitwise boasts of 10,000 Bitcoin, which is $415 million. So far, more than 2.2 billion has left the ETF as outflows, and some of the Grayscale's Bitcoin holdings are said to have been moved to its custodian Coinbase Prime. A substantial decrease in GBTC outflows impact. Grayscale's outflows are in a strong contrast with the inflows from the other ETF issuers, and to put it in a perspective, the newborn spot Bitcoin ETF had inflows totaling 1.8 billion last week, as this was led by 744 million from the BlackRock's IBIT and 643 million from the Fidelity FBTC. Following their launch on January 11th, the 9 new ETFs have jointly recorded almost 6 billion in inflows. And compared to last week, when the outflows from Grayscale's GBTC were considerably huge, recent data shows that there has been a substantial decrease in its impact, and according to CoinShares head of research James Butterfield, the daily outflows still exist. In Bitcoin prices, a significant recovery is looking back into the day when the spot Bitcoin ETFs were launched. The flagship cryptocurrency Bitcoin has seen a huge drop in its price, and from 49,000 the coin dropped to around 38,000, suggesting a negative impact of the spot Bitcoin ETF offering. As however, there has been some significant recovery from the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. At the time of writing, Bitcoin is trading at 42,000, as we believe much of the price falls despite its positive flows was due to the Bitcoin seed capital being acquired prior to January 11th, as Butterfield said. So with that being said, the Bitcoin is on the verge of a massive explosion on the long term, while still holding the short positions that might actually position us to the way lower price positions on the short term, as we're going to drop to the way lower, as probably lower than $30,000 on the short term of 2 to 3 months. That's all the information we have on a Bitcoin so far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more, as more will be in the next video. See you in the next one, and peace.